Oh, okay. I'm going to play you as as a beginning one piece of our the Spanish hero here. A person I'm going to talk about, um, he was neither a great composer or a great performance, uh, but his music has captured the heart of the guitar players, all the guitarists, and all the guitar lovers. Every student who start to play guitar must learn some of his piece at least. Okay, before I'm going to talk about him, I'm going to go back. We're going to go back to uh, at the beginning of the 19th century. the situation of the instrument called the guitar was very worst at the worst period. I mean, that is it's almost going to oblivion or extinction. Um, and how does it happen? How did it happen like that? So at that time, it was the improvement of the instrument called piano. There were much improvement on that, and like every every parent would like their kids to play piano and to buy piano and let their children have a piano lesson. And and if you notice that at that time, like the renowned composer like Chopin, Schumann, or Johannes Brahms, they were also pianists. And the repertoire of the piano was very developed to a high level. Hmm. And and that really affect the instrument, another instrument called guitar. But I'm not going to blame anyone. It's just like that. Uh, One of the big reason is that the guitar has a very soft volume compared to the piano, and the increasing size of the concert hall at that time. The instrument called piano was very suited for that. Hmm. On the in the book of Hector Berlioz, Hector Berlioz uh, was once played guitar as well, and in his book on treatise treatise on instrument, on the chapter of guitar, he said that since the introduction of the piano into all homes where there is any interest in music, the guitar has been gradually disappearing. Yep. Okay, and I'm going to say some quotes of Francisco Tárrega. He said, "Where are all the guitars, the tender and expressive sound of them which accompany the singer, the instrument of the Spanish nation, and the beloved tone of our childhood and teenager? And everything has disappeared, everything has been forgotten, and the piano with its loud sound has totally destroyed all of this intimate music, which is so simple and modest, but at the same time so sensitive and so expressive." Okay, this was written by the Tárrega in his biography. Mhm. Okay, so, but fortunately, the cultivation of the art of guitar playing was still go on, and the master of the guitar was although in the minor circle, but there was still passed on to generation to generation. One of the most outstanding was the Julian Ajas. He was also the Spanish, and he played concert all over Europe, and the most of his contribution to the instrument was on making the contribution on helping Antonio de Torres making a new guitar. So before Torres guitar, it was early romantic guitar, and it looks like this. Okay, this pear shape, and the Torres guitar is on the right side. Do you see any different? From the appearance, the Torres guitar is a little bit, not a little bit, much bigger. Okay, that is the purpose of making louder sound. Yep. And the Torres or the guitar luthier would like to focus more on the front wood. That the front wood is the most important part that vibrate the sound and give the tone colors and the volume. This is where the important theory that Torres put on this. Mm-hmm. Okay. So a boy named Francisco Tárrega, at his 10 years old, he was set in a concert of Julian Ajas that I just mentioned, and he was so inspired by that concert, and he has he aimed to be a guitarist, and who knows that nowadays he was acclaimed as the father of the modern guitar. Mm-hmm. So we're going to look at what did he done to the instrument, or what have he contributed, and how did he bring the guitar to its popularity again. Mm-hmm. So firstly, he was a very charismatic person. Mm-hmm. He has a gift of making a relationship with the people around him, and like especially for his students. And he would play like in this picture, playing and gather with his students and his acquaintance, and this kind of event have given him much encouragement on his path of being guitarist. And some of them were like a merchant, or they're not playing, but they like to hear him play, and they support him financially. Okay. Okay, the second point I show up here is musical making through systematic pedagogical approach. So Tárrega also used the guitar of Antonio de Torres, the one that built again, and it was so-called the modern guitar. And not only he play on this guitar, but he also put the systematic approach to it. For example, he raising the left leg on the foot to support the guitar position. Okay, like the guitarists in prior period, they also do like this, but nobody would say that you must do like this or put it in the method or something, or they just sit in other position. But Tárrega emphasize that you must put the guitar on the left leg, something. Okay, the second point is the right hand angled towards the strings. If you see on the pictures that when Tárrega plays on the guitar, he would bend his ankle here to like about 90 degrees, something like this. The reason for him is that all the fingers will touch the string at the same position. Like the middle finger is normally the longest, but if you make this, it would be equal to the index finger and the ring finger. So when it touches the string. So, and the third one, the playing rest stroke. So to put the finger to play the string and rest the finger to the lower string. And with this kind of stroke, the string really get into the body of the guitar, and it sounds louder. Like Okay, and the fourth one, strike the string without nails. Okay, this is the point that Tárrega used. He plays guitar. He experiments with many kinds, or play with nails and without nails, and he finally end up without nails, which is contrary to present guitarists. And okay, the fifth one, the investigation on tremolo techniques. Tremolo techniques are very developed in this period. If you, the song I have firstly played was on the tremolo technique. So, at present, everything is not like this anymore. It is changed or developed in somewhere, but he really did like the fundamental, like every technique that is developed, that is changed in nowadays, was developed from his theory, actually. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, his composition. Tárrega didn't write any long or complex pieces, music, but he instead write like a little, small pieces of music, or like character music. But is what they are very charm and beautiful on harmony and melody. and he the reason that he composed like a small pieces, one of the reasons was to give to the students in the purpose of pedagogy. Like if students lack of this kind of technique, he just composed a new piece. Very, very nice. And I'm going to play for you a piece called Marietta, and in the form of mazurka. And this is influenced by Frédéric Chopin. And somebody might appreciate his composition. Okay, and the other thing that he made is the trend of making arrangement for the guitar. So if like people at that time like to play piano, so he arranged pieces from piano for the guitar instead. Then, so like the pieces he liked to make an arrangement was Spanish pieces, mostly composed by Isaac Albéniz and Enrique Granados, and they are really suited for the instrument, for the guitar, because the inspiration for them to compose like Albéniz, he would think on the sound of the guitar, like for the Spanish idioms or Spanish taste. I play you this. Okay. Some people think that this piece was originally composed for the guitar, but actually it was for the piano. And like the trend of something like making an arrangement for the instrument was really initiated by Tárrega. And like after that, there are so many arrangements occurred for the instrument, and the repertoire is very expanded. Okay, and through his pedagogical approach, uh, he taught many students, and many of his students will become a great guitarist. And there are two great, very outstanding guitarists, outstanding students. The left one is Miguel Llobet. He was a guitar virtuoso, and he was the one who inspired another gigantic figure in guitar history, was Andres Segovia. Mm-hmm. Inspired him, and okay, and he also, the Llobet also make an very sophisticated arrangement, piece arrangement for the guitar as well. And the right person, Emilio Pujo, he he also the guitar virtuoso, and what he did for contribution to the guitar instrument was to make a method, very comprehensive method that is now considered one of the most important method. Like I have brought it here, these 4 books, very, very comprehensive for the guitar. Okay, so I will finish this. So Tárrega was just like his effort on the instrument, and to try to pass the art of the classical guitar playing, has really widened the audience, the lover, and acceptance more in the wider society. Mm-hmm. And although that his technical approach is not anymore updated, but they are really the true fundamentals that now today the current techniques was really developed from him. And how he brought the guitar to its popularity and just to survive in that tough situation. So in this part, I would say that he was really a true hero. Or do you have any ideas or questions? Okay, so thank you very much.